Welcome back, folks. I've got my outer space pinball machine here. It's Gottlieb, however you want to say it, pinball. And what I'm working on today is I've had a couple people ask me how the reel counters are supposed to function. I've got two of them pulled out there, and you can see it's actually advanced to 1,000. What a lot of folks may or may not find surprising when they're first new to this is actually not a reel. So if I was to drop the controls, you'll see that there's just a piece of plastic back here with a 0 on it. And so essentially, while you're looking at your schematics and everything else, they're referring to this as tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, obviously, but there's nothing here but a piece of plastic. So sometimes when you're new to it and you're walking behind the machine, you might get a little disoriented for about 2 seconds until you figure out that that's what's going on there. So when I got this machine, actually when my children gifted it to me, the scores were wild. It would, on a normal game, you were getting 80,000 points on ball one. It needed desperately cleaned, the contacts, and it would jump between player one, player two. So there was a lot of carbon buildup over the years. There's a lot of good information out there about how to clean, and I'm hoping to do a small video on that to help folks out. But either way, let me get to the part about actually how the reels operate, because I looked at some of the documentation online, and it was hard for me, being new to it, to quite understand how to do that. Of course, everybody's going to tell you to have your schematics, instructions, very valuable. Some of what I'm going to be working with today is the relay in. And you can see here that's a 10-point relay. So I'm actually going to stand behind the machine and actuate that with my hand so that I can advance the score reels and show you how that works. Also here on the schematics, you'll see N is also 10-point relay. I'm no expert at reading schematics, but it shows you that it's in 4E. So, you can come down here, find 4, and then go over to E, and you will find your N relay and be able to do a little bit of the troubleshooting there. So without further ado, I've got the machine powered up. I've got the back off, and right now I've got both reels. It's a little bit hard to tell at this angle, but this is the tens, this is the hundreds. They're both on 0. Like I said, it's hard to tell there. But what you can see here is normal settings, and you may have to orient yourself on it here, but those ones should be closed on 0. The next one should be open, and then further here is open as well. And that's going to be the same for all of them in their default. Hopefully you can see what's going on there. So I've done some cleaning, some adjustments, so they may not look perfect, but I tell you what, it scores perfect now. So right now those are both 0. The 1,000 reel is already advanced to 1. It's hard to show you that while it's in the machine there, but either way, you'll be able to see how these two function. The N relay, what I'm going to do is tap it here with my hand to advance the point. So, there is electricity in here. Be careful. Don't be stupid. Take precautionary measures. I've got a lot of experience, so I'm okay with reaching up in here and tapping this relay to do some testing and show you how this reel advances. So what you're going to see is I'm going to bump it, and I will advance this reel and show you how the fins back there, or contacts I should say, move. And then once it rolls over, it will actually advance this next reel. So I'm going to try to get a decent camera angle and see if we can demonstrate all of this for you. So here we go. So you can see after passing 0, so now we're on 1, that it has opened the first set there, closed the middle set, and the far set is still open. And it will do that. You'll watch here. So I'm going to bump it again. 2. You can see the far one's still open. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess what's going to happen on 9? So the arm comes over and it's not only closing the center one still, now the far one is closed. And if I tap it one more time, I'm going to try to get you a little bit better wide angle here. You will see that it is going to reset, but go ahead and advance the hundreds reel. And you can see it's going through the same method. So it's going to step through like that. And all of the reels do that in succession. So unless you're going out there, you know, if you're scoring 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and you know, add up to 100, you're going to advance your 100 reels. Same thing if you're advancing 10s and adding to it, it's going to advance the next reel unless you go out there and you hit 1,000. Then, of course, it's going to advance the 1,000 reel, but it's going to work the same way. I'm just bumping the 10s reel to show you how these two work. But that is how those work. There's some good websites out there with pictures and things like that, but sometimes I'm a little bit more of a visual learner myself, and if you're new to it, hopefully this video will help you. You know, I've taken some care to the way that I've got them sitting out here. I recommend you be careful, otherwise you're going to ground out and potentially throw other issues in for you. You know, but all of the reels, this is the player 1 side, player 2, exactly the same way. Those count through, and really the cleaning and the adjustment here, someone who the previous owner had improperly adjusted some of them, and they also had just years of carbon buildup. You can see a little bit of the cleaning that I did. You know, it's not perfect, but like I said, it functions perfect. That's the important part. You can see me using stone files, ignition files. All of those are sold on some of the good sites that I can list below for you. No sponsorship here, just trying to help folks out to keep their pinball machines running. I'm new to it, don't know all the terms, but hey, the important part is here. I think I've got it working. Hope you guys can get yours working too. Thanks.